Sex and the City actress Kristin Davis has a podcast called Are You Charlotte?, where she talked about the time she lent money to a struggling actor while they were dating, okay? And the interesting turn it took, she explains that on this clip, so watch.
Do not lend anyone money that you are dating, okay?
No.
Do not do it.
It doesn't end well.
No, it doesn't end well.
And you never get the money back.
Right. And then, you know, he stopped calling, and I'm like, what the heck? So I remember going over to his apartment, like banging on the door, and I could hear his dog, but I was like, is he in there? And pretending that he is not in there.
So she lent him $5,000. He's became very famous. We don't know who it is. We're dying to know who it is.
I know.
But no one knows who it is, and he stopped paying her. Now
He knows who he is,
but
and now he's listening to it on The View. Pay her back, dude.
I know, but I would give him the benefit of the doubt. He might, maybe he forgot. Either that or he's a shameless welcher. But he might have forgotten.
Lending money to a boyfriend who goes missing is actually a very Charlotte thing to do. Like, I was like, this really, Kristin, is Charlotte. I feel strongly, so I've lent money to family. I think it's your obligation. I've also borrowed money from family. That counts, and you don't even need to be like a loan shark on them, like, get back to me, get back to me. That's the obligation. Boyfriends, no way. The second they ask for money, that complicates things, and you wouldn't want it. I have a hard time, like, dating somebody who needs to borrow money from me. Friends, I'm open to it, but I think it can harm friendships.
I think you need to loan money knowing, Max said this once to me, if you're gonna loan someone money, be it okay that it will never be returned.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's a gift.
Yeah.
Well, you don't tell them that, because if they eventually are able to pay you back, that's lovely, but in your own, so it doesn't drive you insane, you need to accept that they won't be able to pay you back.
Look, if somebody needs money and they have the humility to ask for it, and you have the ability to give it, I think it's a very charitable thing to do. I completely agree with Max. People ask me for loans, and I know full well that I probably won't get it back, and I give it.
You hear that?
Because
yeah,
I'm in
I would like a loan, Sunny.
Isn't that what charity is about? If you're in a privileged position and you're able to,
But a dating
share,
partner?
and
Yeah, but then ghosting is not as
charity
harmful.
begins-
The virtues end there.
Charity begins in the bedroom. You ever heard that expression? What do you think?
Never heard that
What do
expression.
I think? Listen, I know how to pick them, so I've never dated a man who's needed me to lend him money. But I have lent money.
She goes for men with money, right? You like that. Yeah. She digs that.
I have lent money a couple of times. One was to somebody who was like a hurricane, a family member that was about to get hit by a hurricane and needed to evacuate, sent them $5,000, never said thank you, never acknowledged it, never paid it back. Another was to a very humble woman who had worked for my family since Nicaragua, whose house was about to go into foreclosure. Lent her $15,000. That woman paid me back every single cent, a little bit at a time. So you never, and it gave me more joy to know that I was able to help her, that I was in a position, because she had helped us through so much.
So a lot of people
mom
ask
should.
for money don't have a lot to give. It's not like they have all this money. So I think it is important to be careful with who you loan, family or otherwise, because you're not talking, some people are living a little tighter belts. And so to give $5,000 or $50,000, that's unbelievable amounts of money for their families.
So 40 years ago, when I got divorced, I got a little bit of money from my ex-husband.
Oh, I remember
Should I
that.
give it back to him now that I can
I
afford
thought
it?
you weren't going to tell this story.
I decided to just tell it. Why not?
I think no, but you should write him a thank you of how that helped you get on your feet.
not
But
thanking
That's going to be harder for her to do.
I'm not doing that.
Well,
But you were also a single mother at that point,
I was.
practically,
But
and raising his.
He had some money to give me because of his inheritance. I had nothing. Un gat,
Yeah,
as
good
they
for
say.
him.
I had nothing.
And isn't
but
he
this.
remarried?
He's married now. This is 40 years
so
ago.
you give the money back and then his wife gets to share it?
We're the charitable
Sonny,
Sunny
what
go.
happened to your
So much for, I don't
back,
want it
people.
back.
She is
It's
back.
a gift.
I love charity.
Whatever money you got and is going to end up with his daughter and your daughter, and his grandchild and your grandchild.
So why not just directly give it to my daughter?
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
the point.
What do you say? Give it to him? Give it to him or no, to her. Right. The audience has decided you're out of luck.